Home the Math, a program for parents and preschoolers. Lesson 2, Number Operations.
Once children have learned the counting words and numerals, they're eager to put them to work, doing basic addition and subtraction in preschool.
So 12 minus 2 bumblebees equals 10.
Today, in part 2 of NJN's 6-part series, Bringing Home the Math, we'll take a look at number operations. We'll show you how 3-, 4-, and 5-year-olds are making it all add up, and some easy ways you can support your child's learning and natural love of math.
They think it's pretty exciting when they know that 1 and 1 is 2, or we have an activity where we see how many children came to school today, and they are so excited by the end result of the equation, or I know it's 2 and I counted to 10. So they're excited by their accomplishments.
5, count along, 6, 7.
Math experts like Columbia University's Professor Herb Ginsberg say even very young children understand the concepts more and less. They just need some help putting their ideas into practice and words.
So what a parent can do is to help the kid, we say now, mathematize it. All that means is to make explicit some of the mathematics. And if a parent can work with the child and help the child talk about what's going on, introduce some of the good language, like, oh yeah, you did have 3, now we have 1 more, so we have 4.
There's a predictable developmental order which children typically follow in learning to add and subtract. They learn to add first by counting all. Using objects, they count out a set to show the first number, they count out a set to show the second number, then they count all of the objects together to find the total. Whether using simple manipulatives or a high-tech smartboard, these preschoolers are eager to do math.
What sign is that?
Plus sign.
What does a plus mean?
That means you're adding.
Adding. So how many do you have all together?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Can you put the number 9 there? I think they have a natural curiosity for it, and I think we need to take advantage of it so that they're not apprehensive as they get older.
What is that called when you take away?
Subtraction.
Right, when you see the minus sign, that means subtraction. Good.
In this hands-on concrete activity, children hunt for insects in a tray of soil, sort them into groups, chart their numbers on bar graphs, and then learn about subtraction as the insects fly away.
10 minus 5 equals how many are left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. So let's read the equation together. 10 minus
5 equals 5.
All these little extra manipulatives makes them love it. It's concrete for them. And if 3, 4, and 5, it's critical that it's concrete. Otherwise, a piece of paper is not going to do the same job.
How much is that?
There's a lot you can do to help reinforce the math concepts your young child learns in school. Math education expert Barbrina Ertl has designed some simple activities parents can download from NJN's website and do at home with their children. Addition matching explores number families, in this case all the factors or combinations that make up the number 5, an activity that helps children truly understand the relationships between numbers rather than simply memorizing math facts by rote.
To get 5, I could start with 5, or I could start with 1 and put in 4 more, or I could start with 3 and put in 2 more. And simply learning that the number 5 can be broken up into a lot of different other numbers helps them develop the basis for number operations and formalizing this process.
When it comes to number operations like basic addition and subtraction, start by helping your child add by counting out one set of objects then counting out a second set of objects, then finally counting all the objects together.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice. Kiss your brain. Good job.
For subtraction, have her count all the objects in a set, count how many you're taking away, then she can count how many remain. Practice working with number families. For example, take 5 pennies and split them up different ways into 2 sets. In counting, your child will learn no matter how you combine the coins, they still equal 5. Use proper vocabulary, such as we're adding 1, or we're subtracting or taking away 2, as well as plus, minus, and equals and their symbols. Your child will catch on in no time.
You want to have a nugget?
With a little imagination, you can find all kinds of tasty ways to practice adding and subtracting. Be sure to keep your lessons concrete and fun.
3, 4.
If they're having their favorite chicken nuggets and they get 4 or 5 and they eat 1, how many are left? And you could introduce the word. You had 5, you're subtracting 1, how many are left? 4. So 5 minus 1 equals 4. And food is a simple way to go.
You may be surprised to find out how savvy your preschooler is when it comes to adding and subtracting, and they want to do even more.
You look at a little child, and when you start opening your eyes to what they are doing and realizing what mathematics they're capable of, it's not hard to realize. All I need to do is give them some language and maybe a little bit of guidance, and they're ready for some really neat mathematics.
6, 7.
Good job. Kiss your brain. Awesome.
Browse NJN's Bringing Home the Math website to find activities, literature lists, and other resources about how to help your young child learn more about number operations.
Funding for NJN's Bringing Home the Math program for parents and preschoolers has been provided by Bank of America.